Hey. So upside down. Hey. What's up, y'all? Man, it feels like it's been a minute. I know it's only been like, I guess, 2 weeks since the last one. I was missed last week, but I was here the week before that. But I don't know. That feels like ages with y'all. So, hey, I'm excited to be here. I definitely don't have the wind protector. Oh, pulling all on my hair. But I definitely don't have the wind protector on the mic today. So I'm doing my best to kind of protect it because it is windy. So before I even get started, if it does start to get beat up by the wind, just let me know, and I'll button this button, and that should help. But yeah, gotta get the fit off, gotta get the look off. So if I can get it done like this without covering it, I will. But if not, definitely don't hesitate to let me know. Like, yo, that wind is crazy, and yeah, thank you. All right, sounds good. Bet. So yeah, so let me know, and yeah, we'll figure it out. But hey, it's your boy Mark. Welcome back to Monday Magic. And if this is your first time here, you're in for a treat. Yeah, wow. The energy definitely picked up out here once I hit record. It was very, very quiet and still. So that lets me know that, hey, things are jumping. This is a party out here energetically. So hell yeah, I'm excited to see what comes up today. I'm Mark. This is Tree Baby. She's a very important half of the team. So, yeah, I definitely missed her. And I'm just glad. I'm really excited to be here. It's like my mind is all over the place as far as things I want to say and express and just the whole nine. So I'm also excited for presence practice. Yeah, and if you're new here, we always get our reading and our times, our sessions started with our presence practice, which is typically our breath work right into our body scan. But today we're gonna do something a little different. So I'll walk you through that as we, once we get there. But yeah, hope y'all are feeling great. Hope y'all are already feeling the Monday magic, and that this just is an amplifier to what you're already experiencing. Because yeah, Monday is magical, whether we sit here and talk about it or not. So I hope if you have been here a while that you're starting to connect to that truth and realize just how magical these days are always. So yeah, man, I love y'all so much, and I'm excited, and I'm very, very ready to jump in. And this is our last one before spring. Like, the next time I see y'all will be in spring. So officially in spring, it'll be after the equinox and all that. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to navigate the energies and to see what's in store. I know it's typically what's in store for this week, but I'm already knowing it's gonna be way bigger than just this week and just this month or whatever. It's gonna be all encompassing, So that being said, let's get going with our presence practice. Like I said, we're still gonna start with our breath work. And for today's breath work, we're gonna do simple, deep belly breaths. Inhale through the nose all the way to the bottom of the belly. Hold, slow exhale through the mouth. Yeah, for the exhale, we're not even gonna force it out. We're not gonna push it. We're just gonna allow the air to kind of just leak out, like letting air out of a balloon, and allow it to be as slow as it needs to be. The slower the better, honestly. And that'll really promote relaxation, bring us into the moment, let your nervous system know that you're safe and that you're able to, relax and to come to the present and just create so much room in our cup to work with these charged energies. And as big as it feels like today is gonna be, we're gonna need all the room we can get. So I'm excited, honestly. Hey, Dream, I was definitely trying to buy time. I knew you'd get in here. So yeah, I'm definitely back, and I'm excited for today. I'm excited to see, what's in store for us, man. Put this last punctuation mark on winter and hit the ground running. And I'm sure we've already all been, feeling the momentum and just doing our thing. And it's just an honor to be here again. And I was very excited as Monday was getting closer and closer. And even woke up today, and today's already been magical, and it doesn't owe me anything. So everything from here is bonus. So yeah, I'm excited to be here with y'all, honestly. And yeah, there's so much to say. I could talk to you all day. But presence practice. So go ahead and get into whatever position or location you're going to be in for today's practice. And yeah, when you're ready, go ahead and introduce some movement into your body. Get a nice little wave going, a little sway. Roll your neck a little bit, whatever feels nice, whatever your body is calling for right now. Whew. Yeah, my neck could definitely use some attention. And then when you're ready, go ahead and find your center and then lovingly and slowly close your eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and get going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, we're not forcing the air out. We're just allowing the air to leave our lungs and our body, no matter how long it takes. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Do a couple more rounds of those. But before we continue, just kind of be still and take note of how you're feeling right now in your body, what the energy feels like. And also spend a little time just noticing any sounds you may notice in your environment, big or little. Don't think too much about them or try to name them or identify them. Just notice. All right. Inhale. Exhale. Do one more. Make it a good one, y'all. Inhale. Exhale. Great job, y'all. All right, for the next part of our presence practice, instead of the body scan, we're gonna do some grounding. For this, it's gonna be mainly visualization. If you're not visualizing, isn't your strong suit, just listen to my voice and allow the narration to kind of just guide you through it, and just allow the process to unfold and feel into it however you can, and know that it's happening and unfolding. So we're just gonna be still for a little bit. You can go back to noticing any sounds around you and in your environment. If you're sitting or lying down, pay special attention to where your body meets the surface that you're sitting or laying on, and really lean into the support that's there. And as you do that, just sense energetic roots extending out from your body, slowly going more and more down or towards the center of the earth. Just slowly going and extending further and further and further. Until they eventually reach the center. When they arrive there, allow them to connect. And as they connect, give them a nice energetic tug. Make sure they're secure and all connected. Express a little gratitude to Mother Earth. And hold a little space for what that connection feels like. Whether it be charging or electric or really calm and peaceful. We're going to take a deep breath to the belly. And as you do that, on the inhale, you're going to pull energy up from the center of the earth. into your vessel and into your energy field. And you're going to hold. And then on the exhale, you're going to release any energy in your body that no longer serves you, or that's not in alignment to where you are and where you're going, or any energy that you just want to return to source and allow the earth to cleanse it and exchange it for neutral energy, in which that you can use to create or do whatever you need to do with it. But truly allow it to be an exchange, and express gratitude through your energy as you do it as well. So, inhale. Exhale. And if you can, stick with the visualization as you do that and see the energy coming up from the center of the earth and up your cords and your roots and through your vessel and through your field on the inhale. And then on the exhale, see the energy returning back down through the cords and your roots back to the earth. And we're going to do that for a couple more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Pay special attention to how you feel right now. If you feel a little buzzy or like overcharged, go ahead and take another deep breath and release any excess energy that you don't need right now, and allow it to return back to earth and to source. But ideally, you should feel like you have just exactly what you need. No more, no less. And now we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to be connecting to the heavens, the cosmos, spirit, and whatever resonates to you. So for this, you're going to visualize a light, whatever color feels right to you. For me, it's a white light. For you, it might be gold, it might be purple, whatever resonates. But it's going to be extending from the top of your head and up all the way to the heavens, into the cosmos. And you're just going to do the same thing. On the inhale, you're going to be pulling the energy down in through your crown and into your vessel and into your field. And on the exhale, you're going to be sending, you're going to be releasing and sending energy that no longer serves you, or energy that you want to be cleansed and exchanged. You're going to be sending it up. Yeah, you're going to keep that same visualization as we were to the earth. So, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Great job. Take special note of how you're feeling again, and how the energy in your field and in your body feels. If you do feel overcharged or buzzy, use your breath to release the excess energy and send it back up. Should feel like you have exactly what you need, no more, no less. And express some gratitude 3 times, whether it be out loud, energetically, or just in your mind. To the earth and to the cosmos. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and slowly pull those cords and roots that you extended to the center of the earth, and go ahead and bring them back up to your body and allow yourself to disconnect. Ooh. Then when you're done, go ahead and do the same for your connection to the heavens and to the cosmos. And then when you're ready, slowly and lovingly open your eyes and return to the space that you're in. Ooh. Wow. feels so bright out here now. And yeah, and that's a really great practice to engage in before you do any energetic work. Yeah, rather than just using your own energy. There's never-ending energy when you connect to the earth and you connect to spirit, and allow yourself to get whatever energy you need to work with. And you'll notice that you'll feel less drained and all that, versus when you're just using your own energy to do everything. So yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all for participating in that. And you're welcome. It was beautiful. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. And I feel all nice. So thank y'all for holding space for that and taking that trip with me. So first things first. Ooh, the energy feels nice in my hands. Yeah, if y'all want to, hey, get into this. Yeah, that feels very charged. But yeah, we're gonna get started with tarot. We're gonna go to our OG deck in honor of, ending winter and officially ending the year, before we go into this new year with spring. Take some time, spend some time with where we've been before getting to where we're going, So, the Fool on the bottom. Hey, definitely the vibes. Ooh. Stuff just keeps falling from the tree. Let's see. What do we need to know? Ooh, shuffled a little bit. Ace of Wands on the bottom and the Fool back on the bottom again, right under that. It's like, yeah, this is a divine opportunity, man. It's time. It's time for us to, take the wheel and really go in all the directions we want to go and all the directions we're already going, This is such a divine unfoldment more than anything. It's like, all we have to do is allow and continue to show up and follow the guidance that's coming from within the house, Our desires are our directions, are our instructions on where to go and where to head. Especially if we just allow them to be and stay out of the mind. So, what do we need to remember? What lessons are important to carry with us as we close this year? As we end this zodiac year? And just, before we move forward into all this new beautiful energy and the momentum that's been built. Wow, and the Fool on the bottom again, still. Wow, that's so magical, man. Yeah, man, this is it. I keep hearing that. But yeah, Six of Pentacles. And honestly, this just feels like the exchange we just did as far as the energy from spirit, above and below, Feels like that same balance. It's like understanding that we are the middle path. We are the in-between, between those two things, And I'm also seeing the Magician. And let's see if I can find him right quick. Magician, where are you? And it's interesting that I felt called to use this deck today because the depictions are very different, like as far as just the cards. Like the Magician in the other deck wouldn't have been able to paint the picture that I'm trying to paint right now. And just you see how he has his wand pointed to the heavens, and then he's also pointing with his physical hand to the earth. And it's like he's connecting to them both, and that's what we just did. It's like preparing to do our work, like we connected to both because we are the middle, we are the in-between, and we are also where those two things meet. And that's just what this feels like right now, as far as that exchange between both, and understanding that we can connect to both and that they're there to be connected to, and that we don't have to do it all on our own. And I'm seeing the Ten of Cups on the split. And it's like, even that rainbow feels like where those things meet, you know? It's like, that's what we're connecting to right now, and wow. And right under that, I'm seeing the world. And this feels like the culmination of that journey, and us finally getting to a point of realizing that we are the center point of it all, you know? Like, we're no little thing. We're not just human. We're not just us just here on earth. Like, we literally are. We are where all those things meet. We are the center point of the universe. It's like allowing ourselves to be the beneficiary of that connection, you know? It's like allowing those things to give to us, allowing the earth to nourish us, allowing spirit to give us insight and downloads, and really allowing ourselves to connect to those things. I'm also being drawn to the green, the little green gem on his headwear, and the green gem on his finger, like on his ring. And I've never noticed that before. As many times as I've seen this card, I've never noticed those two things. But those were one of the first things I was drawn to. And that just feels like the heart chakra, but also allowing it to be present in more than just seeing it as just like our emotions, but allowing it to be much more present in everything we do, and understanding that our connection to our heart is our connection to it all, and love is our connection to it all, and allowing that to be so present, just as present as the energy from the earth and the energy from spirit. And yeah, it's just so beautiful, honestly. It's like I'm struggling to find the words because the reality of it is the energy. Like, the words I'm saying isn't even doing it justice. It's really just sensing that connection, that connection and the energy really is the message itself. Like how it feels, like realizing, wow, like I am connected to these things, and wow, I can connect to them at will by just allowing and just holding space for that connection, and understanding that it is very real, and that our ability to visualize, our ability to hold space and sense into that connection is as real as it gets. And that's the message, more so than anything I can communicate to you, and kind of just try to paraphrase and condense and compress it into words to express. So yeah, that's really beautiful. Yeah, strength. And I saw this as I was navigating that last message. Wow, these things keep falling from the tree. It's like, yeah, nature and spirit and everything wants to give to us so bad right now. And it's like, it's like, here, take it. And it's like the only thing keeping us from receiving is our awareness to it, and understanding that how connected we are. But once you understand that, like, it's never ending. Like, I'm hearing the universe isn't on a budget. The universe has no budget. Like, it has endless resources, it has endless supply of energy, and it wants to just give as much as we need. And it's like, we just have to hold space and be willing to accept it. But yeah, strength. And this just feels like, yeah, those very same things, like Earth and the universe, and it's like us as the line, her baby, you know? And she's like, yo, roar, be everything you can be, and understand that I'm giving you all the strength that you need to do it all. And it's like, it's not on you to just do it on your own. Like I was saying, as far as using your own energy, and it's like, why you just use your own energy, which, you know, is limited to what you can hold, when it's like you can connect to the source of it all, the source of all the energy, and use as much as you need And whatever is left that you don't need anymore, you can send back and say thank you and express gratitude for it. And it's like, you were definitely the universe's baby. And it's like, she's like, yo, trust yourself and trust that whatever you don't feel like you have, like I have. So it's like, no matter what, you have all you need, because there's no separation. I'm right here with you. It's like, roar and be as loud as you need to be and do your thing and trust that you're supported in that. And there's nothing that you're called to do that's separate from me, as in the universe, that's separate from what's best for us and for the collective and all that. And it's like, you being exactly who you are is in the best interest of all. And it's like, you're exactly who you are. You were designed exactly as you were to be exactly who you are, and not even just the perfect parts of you, the overthinking, the anxiety, the anger that you feel sometimes, and the habits that you're trying to shed are exactly who you are supposed to be at this time. It's like, yes, you're experiencing the unfoldment to shed some of these things, but as long as they're still a part of you, understand that they're supposed to be. And when they're not supposed to be anymore, they won't be. So it's like, don't feel like you're only in alignment when you're operating, in your productivity, when you're operating in your magic, when you're being nice and when you're being kind. Understand those things that you feel bad about, those are just as much you and exactly who you're supposed to be, and that they all lead you to exactly where you're supposed to be. So understand that you're always connected, and the only thing you need to do is allow that connection and to experience it, honestly. And it's like allowing yourself to be and trust that you're infinite. Your connection is infinite. And yeah, you're perfect. And your strength is your ability to be exactly who you are at any given time and to hold space for who you are at any given time, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So yeah, definitely express some gratitude and send one up for that. Send one up and down, say thank you. And yeah, never forget that connection. And when you do start to feel, separate, or like it's all on you to do all these things, hey, go through that practice and that visualization again, and realize that your connection to spirit, your connection to earth is all there, and it's all present at any given time. You just have to connect to it. And roses might be significant. I'm really being drawn to the roses on her. And yeah, and even on the backs of the cards. So it's like, yeah, roses might be significant. It might be your favorite flower. You might have just got some, or hey, you might need to get some. They may be calling you to get some into your field, into your energy. But yeah, you're infinite and you are loved. So continue to operate as that. But yeah, I'm gonna get a couple more of these, and then we're gonna move into Oracle for a little bit. Oh man, hold on. I'm gonna get a little bit more of these, and then before we go into Oracle, we're gonna move into this other deck right quick. Can you hear me now? Yeah, my phone was ringing. I was explaining that. My phone was ringing, and I know the audio cuts out when it rings. So I was just kind of waiting for it to stop. Thank y'all for letting me know. Yeah, I forgot to put it on the Do Not Disturb where nothing comes through. So definitely monitor that. You are a beautiful person. Oh, thank you, Secret Moon. I appreciate that. Welcome to the party. Oh, our second ace. We got Ace of Pentacles. And this just feels like Yeah, my phone was ringing again, but should be back now. Let me know if it's not. But yeah, I was just splitting just to look, and it was the World card again. But yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Feels like we arrived at this door. And it's like we've been doing the work, and we've been cultivating the energy and that knowledge to self to really actualize a lot of the things we've been working to attract in. And it's like, in order to attract these things in, you have to become them, because all these things exist at their own frequency. No matter what you want in your life, no matter what you can think of to try to manifest or anything like that, they exist at their own frequency. And the minute you can connect to that same frequency, you attract them right in. And it feels like we've arrived at that door where it arrives, like we walk into our manifestations, into everything that we've been seeing and bringing in for ourselves. And it feels like this is the opportunity we've arrived at right now, especially as winter's ending and we're walking into spring. And yeah, that's so beautiful. And that's definitely what it feels like. I'm even being drawn to the flowers, which feel like spring. And then they feel like they just blossomed, they just opened up. And it's like, we've arrived and it's time. And the more we can connect to it and realize that, and not allow it to be a separation, where we're waiting to see it or like waiting for an unfoldment, but realizing we're there now, we're in that dream reality now. And something just fell as I said that, so I'll take that as confirmation. Realizing that we're connecting to all these things right now, and we can move in that knowing and move as if, and just embody these things, that we'll experience it more and more, and that we'll see the proof. But the proof comes through us and through our connection to it all, and knowing that we're here and that they're here, and everything that we see and been wanting for ourselves are here and ready for us right now. And then on the bottom is the moon. And this feels like not relying on your eyes, your physical eyes and senses to connect to these things, Like even as I say that, if you look around and things look the same, or, you just got a fresh bill or a fresh call from a debt collector or something, realizing that, like, yeah, but those are the things that you see in the physical results more so, and they're more telling of where you've been more so than where you are right in this very moment. And that the reality of where you are in this moment can be felt within you and in your energy. And if you feel abundant, if you feel peace, if you feel aligned and at the right place at the right time, then that's the reality, and that's your reality. And that the more you can connect to it, and the longer you can connect to it, and the more you can move from that knowing, understand that everything you do from that connection, every seed that you sow from that connection, that energy, turns into the trees of that very thing, and they will bear the fruit that you've been looking for. So if you feel aligned right now, hey, move in that alignment. Go do some things that feel aligned to you, and trust that the results you get back from those things will be the manifestations that you're looking for, will be the material abundance that you're looking for, whatever it is that you're looking for. So if you're looking to bring in love to your life, if you feel loved right now, hey, move in that love. Go sow some seeds and create through that love. Go share that love with others, and understand that in that, what you get back from that will be that very love, and that it all starts from you. Oh, I can't even see what you just said. Oh yeah, the moon. Yeah, definitely. And it's like, the reality that you're experiencing in your reality is within you. So don't look around and take that to be, okay, this is where I stand, this is my reality. But understand that it starts within you. So what you're seeing inside yourself, what you're feeling, what you're sensing, that's your reality. And you can allow it to bleed outwards from there as you connect to the physical and the different things around you. And yeah, on the split, we got Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Chariot, and the Hierophant. And yeah, this feels like it's definitely telling a story. With the Queen of Pentacles, this feels like us right now. As you can see, like, she's sitting under the tree, there's the grass, and we even got the bunny. So it feels like we're very fertile right now. And it's like everything we can think of, all our ideas, all the things that we're putting out into the world are going to be very, very fruitful right now. So the best thing you can do is create. The best thing you can do is share that energy that you feel right now, and to not hoard it or not feel like, like it's gonna run out, because like I said, like the energy is endless. Like it's always available. If you can connect to the earth, you can connect to spirit, understand that there's more where that all came from. So it's like the best thing you can do is just embody and allow yourself to be the middle point and to be the expression of all that energy, because you are an expression. You are an expression of the universe. You are an expression of the earth and all that. So it's like, allow yourself to be that expression, to be the living proof of all the magic and all the things that you know to be true. Allow it to be seen through how you live your life and how you move in your reality and in the world. And that ripples out, people see that. They're like, wow, like, what's up with her? What's up with him? Like, their energy is so beautiful and magnetic and magical. And it's like, you just know yourself, and you know yourself to be where spirit meets physical, and you are just the embodiment of it all. And it's like, sit pretty on that throne and understand that you are the center point of it all. It feels like all these things are coming around her. Like even these trees are meeting around her, above her head. And look, and where the grass is low is around her, and it's like high behind her. Like she's truly the center point of this scene right here, as much as is going on, but it's like she's right at the center. It's like, that's you. You are where all these things meet. And it's like, be confident in that and own it, and show up in that and share that very truth and energy with the world. And then next is Two of Wands. And it's like, where are you headed next, As you understand that it's all yours, and everywhere you want to go is waiting for you to arrive. And it's like, you can have everything you want, everything you see for yourself. It's like, where are you headed now? It's like, the world is in your hand. It's your world. As much as you are where all these things meet, you are also the center point of where it all begins, So it's like, where do you want to go? What do you want? What's next? And trusting that all you have to do is understand where you are now, where you want to go, and then move in that direction. Once you get clear on those two things, start moving, and trust that every step you take, as long as you're clear on where you're headed, will lead you there. And things will present themselves to assist you in getting there, The opportunities that lead there will present itself. The aligned action, the aligned people will present themselves. But it's hard to recognize them when you don't know where you're going, where you don't know where you're trying to go, and not even trying where you're headed, because trying. But yeah, my phone was ringing again. My phone's a little busted, so I can't even see who's calling, but yeah. But yeah, I'm being drawn to the flowers on this card as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who keeps calling me. But yeah, I'm being drawn to the roses again here, and these flowers as well. And it just feels like that same call back to spring. Like, spring is very important, man. Spring holds so much magic for us. And I'm sure you can feel it already. The momentum's been building, especially the last couple of weeks. I'm also being drawn, I don't know if you can see it, if it'll be able to focus enough, but there's these little buildings in the far distance, but it's kind of like raising the bar. Because like there's a tall one, there's a medium one, then a small one next to it. And it feels like, wow, now it feels like that phone connection, as far as it's like the bars, letting you know how connected you are. And it just feels like you got full bars right now. You're fully connected to it all. And this is the perfect time for your magic, especially as we go into spring, especially as we're in the beginning of the year of the fire horse. We're in the beginning of a 1 year. There's so much progressive energy. There's so much forward moving energy, and such a fresh slate, I'm also hearing that karma has been cleared out. You've cleared out lots of karma, and a lot of things have played out, and there's just so much space right now. And it's like making sure that you're filling that space with the energy of where you're headed. And yeah, right now is the best place best time to get clear on where you're headed and really, really connect to it. But yeah, man. And then next we got Eight of Wands, and that feels like that same movement towards everything, you know. Right now it feels like we're not where we've been, but we're not quite where we're headed, but we're damn close, you know. Like I'm seeing that Ace of Pentacles card again, where it's like the pinnacle was there and the door was there, you know. It's just that close. You just have to walk through the door, and that feels like where we are right now. It's like we've been flying, and it's like now we're about to land, but it's like you have to remain clear and connected to where you're landing at, you know. Oh, whoa, fat ass lizard just ran up, and I was just kind of looking at me. You better not come over here, dude. I don't got time to be fighting lizards, and I'm wearing white, man. Oh. Can y'all see him? He's like right here on the tree. That's a big ass lizard, y'all. And he's looking right at me. Oh, okay. He went up tree, baby. Ugh. Very magnetic, y'all. I pray it don't jump on me, man. I cannot deal with that right now. But yeah. And then speaking of movement, we got the Chariot. And that feels like the same thing. But it also feels like we're at a point right now where we just need to allow. We don't need to go push a bunch of things forward. Like, yes, if there's inspired action, take it. But if you find yourself like, what should I do? Or what do I need to do? Or like trying to like figure it out in the mind and like try to, you know, then that's a good indicator that be still and relax, you know. Play a little bit, spend some time just, you know, getting clear, holding space for yourself. Do things that feel nice, but understand there's not a clear call to go in this direction or that direction. Understand that, hey, you might just need to chill a little bit. Kind of see like this Sphinx is kind of vibing. He's down. This one's just standing and looking off in the distance. His eyes are closed. He's holding his wand. He's kind of just chilling. It's like there's not, oh yeah, he definitely likes me. He was looking right at me. And it's like, yeah, it just feels like that moment before the trip, you know, as you're kind of vibing, you're all locked and loaded, ready to go. But, you know, that moment before you start driving, you know, you connect to the Bluetooth, you're finding your music, you're checking your windows, and, you know, you're just taking a second. And also that moment before you get home, when you don't just hop out the car. It's like you kind of sit there for a second, especially after a long drive, kind of just vibing. You're just like, wow. You know, getting your bearings and kind of decompressing a little bit before you get out and, you know, continue on your day. It feels like that moment. Both of those, honestly. It's like at the end of the drive, but also right before the drive. Because, you know, endings and beginnings come together. And it feels like that very 0 point energetically. And it's like, yeah, allow this moment to be magical and connect to yourself in this space and connect to the things you love and recharge a little bit and decompress a little bit before, you know, you get moving again. So, yeah, it definitely feels like where we are. And then the last one is the Hierophant. And this just feels like remembering your lessons and even remembering the lessons that weren't so bright and the ugly lessons too. The ones that led you to disconnect from certain structures and institutions that don't really align to who you are anymore, that may have aligned to who you've been. Whether that be just religion, whether that be just society and societal norms and things that you might have outgrown in this last season or just up in your life up to this point. It just feels like remember where you came from and everywhere you've been. In that same breath, keeping close all the lessons that still serve you and that still lead to everywhere you're going. And the waterfalls in the back feel significant. The pillars feel significant as far as just him being the middle ground between, you know, the two sides, just like the middle ground between the heavens and the earth. Yeah, it just feels like really just remembering where you stand in it all and all the lessons that led you to realizing that. And the waterfalls in the back feel significant as well. So yeah, really pay attention to your inner world right now. Connect to your emotions, and yeah, understand and really sense into the fact that you are where all these things meet, man. You really are the center of your universe. And wow. And I was about to say I'm done, but I just noticed my hand splitting the deck. Like, I didn't do that at all, and not consciously at least. And boom, 10 of Pentacles. It's like, it's all here, man. These cards are telling a wonderful story. And it's like, yeah, amethyst might be significant. I'm being drawn to the purple crystal on the top of his staff, the elder staff there. And yeah, that just feels like amethyst. And so yeah, if you have an amethyst crystal, keep it close. And if you don't, just, hey, you might want to look into amethyst and just connect to what it embodies in its energy and allow it to kind of be close in your energetic field. But yeah, man, this just feels like a culmination, honestly. That's why I just keep hearing where all these things meet, where everywhere you've been meets, everywhere you're going meets, you know, the past, the future, all meet right here in this present moment, you know. It's like you truly are multidimensional. And the things that are unfolding for you right now are a product of not just everywhere you've been in the past, but your future self as well, you know. The things that are actualizing and manifesting are very much a product of the things you've yet to experience as well, and that's so beautiful. It's like, yeah, your future self is like, I don't know, it feels like your future self thinking about you now, you know, like the version of you who's in the middle of all these things that you've been wanting to experience, remembering, you know, that day where you were listening to the dude sitting in front of the tree and he was telling you how it's all unfolding right now, and you believed him, but part of you was still like, you know, and all that. But it's like, dang, if I knew like just how great it actually got, like, oh boy, you know. And it's like we're able to pick up on the energy because, you know, it's all happening right now, you know, the past, the future, all that, it's all the eternal right now, the present, the never-ending present moment. And it's like, oh, lizard came down the tree again. He's bobbing over there looking at me again. But yeah, it's like it all comes together right now. So it feels like as this future self is kind of reminiscing and thinking about it, like we're able to feel it and pick up on it because it's all happening right now. And it's just like you are where all these things meet, man. And it's like the more you can connect to it, the truer it'll feel, and the more you'll realize that's the truth. And yeah, it's so beautiful. And yeah, I'm gonna let those in there because yeah, I feel like there's still a lot energetically to get to. And I don't want this to spill out into some 4-hour thing. Hey, if it needs to, I guess, but it won't be because I made it like that. But yeah, before we did that, I wanted to connect to the shadow work card deck. Kind of connect to, because this deck has 2 separate piles. One is like an identify, which comes with a question. And then in the end, it has like a integration pile. So I wanted to kind of pull a card just to see where we stand right now, what to keep in mind as we navigate this past energy and hold space for where we've been before connecting to where we're going. So we already kind of started, so I just want to pull one of the identify cards and see what we can contemplate for a little bit before we move into Oracle to close out the year before stepping into this new year with our other deck. But what do we need to remember, think about as we close out this year? Yeah, shout out to the Pisces out there. I keep hearing Pisces season, which is the last sign of the zodiac, man. Also the wisest sign, and very big on the connection and spirit and all that. So my moon sign is in Pisces, so I always feel very, very connected to spirit and it all when Pisces season rolls around. My inner world feels very, very present. It says, ooh, an integrate card snuck in there. And it's weird that it was on the bottom after all that shuffling. So the identified card says, what traits do you admire in others? could these be disowned aspects of yourself? Which is funny because if you're on the Patreon, well, I have a Patreon community where we continue to do the work and continue to immerse ourselves in these energies from week to week. This is our weekly Monday magic, but between Mondays we're over on Patreon continuing to do the work. And our latest journal with me, I kind of asked this question, as far as it was like, who's your favorite person? And it says, what qualities make them your favorite person? And how do those and the last question was, how do those qualities reflect qualities within you or within us? So it's interesting that this question is, what traits do you admire in others? Could these be disowned aspects of yourself? Which is damn near the exact point of contemplation. But yeah, so if you're not on the Patreon, definitely head over there. Patreon.com/5D Just Too Easy. And it's set up as with a free trial right now, so you get a whole week for free to experience the whole thing. So nothing to lose, everything to gain. But that being said, so what trait do you admire in others? And could these be disowned aspects of yourself? Definitely contemplate that a little bit, because more times than not, they really are. Anything you see in other people are definitely, for more times than not, reflections of very energies that are within you. And the fact that you're able to resonate with them tell you that they're present within you, or else you wouldn't be able to resonate with them, Because law of resonance is very, very, very real. So that might be significant too. If you're not familiar with that, definitely look into it. Just as important as the law of attraction and the law of assumption and law of vibration, all of those. But yeah, and the integration card that snuck in says, envision your dream life. What would your daily experience be if you were living your dream life tomorrow? What is holding you back from experiencing this? And that's also interesting because if you've been here a while, you remember I opened these cards for the first time on Monday Magic, and that was the first integrate card that came out. So this is very much reminiscent of where we've been. So yeah, I'm really glad that I remembered to pull these and that this snuck in, because I wasn't going to pull an integration card until the end to close out the energy. So yeah, and I'm being called to tell you your dream life does start tomorrow. It starts now. So whatever disconnect you have that you reach while considering the question, what would your daily experience be if you were living your dream life tomorrow? Whatever degrees of separation you realize are present as you realize, okay, how I'm living now versus how I live tomorrow. If my dream life were to come tomorrow, close that gap today, because realize that you are in your dream reality right now. And the reason you're not sensing it, the reason you may not realize that is because you're allowing that separation to exist. So whatever separation you notice in answering that question, close that gap as best you can today, and understand that will reveal to you just how present your dream life is, how present your dream reality is right now in this very moment. So yeah, envision your dream life. What would your daily experience be if you were living your dream life right now? And what is holding you back from experiencing this? So definitely spend some time contemplating that. If not right now, definitely just, take a screenshot or whatever you need to contemplate it as we close things down and we move forward. But yeah, if there's a gap there that you notice, close it as best as you can. And you can close it all the way, honestly. So do so. But yeah, that being said, I'm going to put these away. We'll revisit them as we close out our session later. But yeah, I'm going to go into Oracle. I'm only going to pull a couple of those, and then I'm going to go into our other tarot deck, and then yeah, we're going to go from there. I got a little notey note that's in the middle of the Oracle cards. Wow. Okay, so this might be significant too. This note is a note I wrote to myself October 14th, 2023. And it says, "Dear Mark, I'm so proud of you. I can't even believe it. We always knew things would change overnight, but we still had no idea. And that's interesting because I watch readings too, and I try to stay immersed in the energy, just to kind of continue to hear messages and continue to just connect to where I am energetically and hold space for it and make sure I'm, because we're always consuming things, we're always feeding our mind. So I want to make sure that I'm continuing to, my mental diet and my energetic diet consists of these type of energies, even when they're not entirely just me doing it, but just staying immersed in it as much as I can. And a lot of the readings have been talking about overnight success and everything being here and just all of those same type of energies. So yeah, it says, "Dear Mark, I'm so proud of you. I can't even believe it. We always knew things would change overnight, but we still had no idea. I think it's safe to say you made it. I know you still get anxious at times, and sometimes you feel like you might not be cut out for everything you're doing, but I promise you are. Think about all the versions of you that you've been. We're all right here with you. We've never left your side for a second, and you make us all so proud. If only you knew just how amazing you're doing and how much you still have ahead of you. Slow down and enjoy the ride. You're in the middle of everything you asked for. We love you. I love you. Mark." And that's so cute and that's so precious. And it feels very resonant to exactly what we've been talking about. And as we're putting a close on this chapter, this era, this book, it feels like we're heading into a whole new book in the trilogy, in the series of our life. Like, it doesn't feel like just the end of a chapter. It feels like that's the end of this novel, and it's time to open the whole new one, and start to experience that book. But yeah, for this to be in the middle of the Oracle cards, and for it to be, for us to get to Oracle at the point in which we did after we went through the first tarot session, and then we just went to the shadow work deck, and it just feels very resonant. And thank you, Haley. And that was perfect. This unfoldment is everything, man. And I hope you just feel the magic in it all, man. I couldn't make any of these things happen if I tried. Like, they're unfolding to me as they unfold to you all. And trust that I'm experiencing it all just alongside you. But here's my Oracle deck. And and if you feel called to, hey, write a letter to yourself as well. That's why I read it, because I was like, dang, like maybe it'll be important, and I'll tell you all to, hey, do the same. It's a great practice, honestly. It's really a great practice to go back and read letters, because they always feel so resonant, and even if they just feel nice. It's nice to be able to connect to that energy, and to also take scope of exactly where you are and remember when that time was, because that was like 2.5 years ago. It's like, I do feel those ways. I have made it, and things continue to unfold all the time, and I feel like I'm so blessed, and I'm in the middle of so much, and it just continues to unfold all the time, and I'm just so grateful. So hell yeah, definitely, if you feel called or that resonated for you, hey, spend some time doing that very thing, especially right now as we're getting clear on where we're going and all that. Okay, so this card was on the bottom, and I was gonna share it, but then I was like, let me shuffle first. And it demands to be shared so fast. And honestly, it feels like the way that it got snatched away feels like things are happening fast, things are changing fast. So definitely get clear now, don't feel like one day or like, at some point I'll get to it. Like, treat these things as if they're happening right now, because they are. So if it resonates, get to it ASAP, If that writing a letter thing resonates with you, hey, do it right now. Or at the very least, do it once you shut this off, once we're done here. Don't feel like, I'll get to it eventually, because the present is all we got. And the more you put things off, the longer you're because it's like one day doesn't come. One day just becomes the day you decide it to be, Eventually one day becomes, now, and that's the reality of what one day is. It's not this far thing that you get to, because the present just continues to move. This present, tomorrow isn't an actual destination. What we perceive as tomorrow when we get there is just the present again. Like, the sun comes up, the sun goes down, the sun comes up, the sun goes down, but the present never changes into a whole new thing. It's just this ever moving present moment. So at some point we just decide that today is that one day, and it becomes now, but it's always accessible to you in the now, because it is the now. So this feels like things are changing as fast as you allow them to. So if these things resonate with you, connect to them right now, allow them to be right now, because they can be. So that's what this just feels like as far as fast. And yeah, the way it got snatched up, that's a very important message. So definitely allow it to be and hold space for it. It's funny, we went from fast to turtle, and that feels like slow moving energy. And I don't know. Oh, and then roll up on the bottom feels like once you get clear, and as far as doing the things, allow yourself to go back to moving slow, to stillness, to embodiment, and understanding it's a dance. It's a give and take. It's like once you get clear, once you understand where you're going, and you work your magic, because it's truly magic as you're getting clear on these things. You're writing down intentions and you're connecting to the energy. Once you're done with that, release that connection to it all. Pull your cords back, your energetic cords back to your body, and allow what remains to be your presence, and to go back to moving at a slower pace and in stillness, and allow these things to play out. But understand that you don't have to continue to push hard until you see the results. It's like once you put it out, it's done. There's this thing that I'm trying to share, but I can't remember how it's worded exactly. I can't remember if it's the future or it's something, but the definition was whatever it is, it begins once you write it. Like once you're done writing, that is it. So it feels like, without being able to say it specifically, it feels so butchered. But yeah, once you write it, once you get clear on it, it's done. It begins there. So it's like there is no separation. There is no waiting for it. There is no having to continue to do things until you see it, because in that you're remaining separate from it. Like if you never stop writing and you keep trying to create, you keep trying to create in that process, you're just keeping it away, because at the very moment you stop is when it's done. So it's like once you get clear on it, allow and understand that in that process, once you're done, that's done and it's here, and now you can connect to it, and even it's there before you see it. And remember, things play out in the physical last. So if you're waiting to see it in the physical to validate that it's here, understand that you will forever be disconnected. So once you do the energetic work, understand it's done, because that's where these things happen at. They're energy. Everything's energy. And then they take form in the physical. So once you connect to these things energetically, understand that your work is done at that point. It's like once you do that, understand that that's as fast as it needs to go. And then boom, get back to your existence. Get back to moving slow, and get back to connecting to yourself. And understand that, hey, go roll up. Once you're done, go do something nice. Go do something for yourself. Connect to the things that make you feel happy, that make you feel present, that make you feel fulfilled. And understand that everything else will present itself in the physical as it needs to and as you're ready for it. But once you're done creating, your order is out there. The universe has it, and it's sending it to you. It's already done. But the more you allow yourself to feel separate from it, you will feel separate from it. But that's an illusion, because you're always connected, and we know that to be the case. And yeah, I just split to Pisces in the middle. We were just talking about it being Pisces season, and yeah, I'm hearing connect to your magic, and your magic is so present right now. And Pisces is such a spiritual sign, man. And it's like connect to the energies that are available to you right now. And I'm also hearing this moon that's coming up. I think it's a new moon, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a new moon in Pisces as well. So there's so much energy within, without, all that lend itself to spiritual work. And I'm also getting the star that was on the split as well, next to Pisces. And this feels like remember your magic. And yeah, remember that it's all it's all ready to be worked with, and it's all ready for you to utilize it. So yeah, definitely connect to all the energies that are present right now, especially as we're moving forward and we're getting clear. And the wind picks up and the energy picks up, and it feels like we're at the center of it all, man. It's like allow yourself to connect to that truth and utilize it. Yeah. Thank you for confirming that. Yep, new moon on Tuesday in Pisces. Yep. So yeah, we're in Pisces season. Oh wow. And I went to go put these back, and I see that there's still cards in the bag. And the first one I see says, I love you. And look at that. You can't make that up. And redemption. Yeah, and it's like, it doesn't matter how your journey has been up until this point. Understand that you're loved, and that every day is a new day, and it's a new life in every moment. Not even just every day, in every moment. You have the ability to connect to a new life, to go into a new direction. And that's beautiful. And understand that you are loved, and you are always redeemable. It doesn't matter if you're the worst person ever. It doesn't matter if, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the worst thing you could have ever done. It's like, it doesn't matter. At the very point you understand that that's not who you are anymore, that you want to go in a different direction, and you're ready to step into truly knowing yourself and truly being an embodiment of the universe and God, and really connecting to the love and all that's there, that you are loved and you are redeemed in that very moment. And there's nothing you have to prove. And there's no amount of, you know, work you have to do to finally forgive yourself. At the moment you forgive yourself, you're forgiven, you know. So yeah, it doesn't matter. You're loved. I love you no matter what you've done, no matter who you've been, and no matter whatever you feel like makes you not worthy of love. Understand that that's bullshit. And yeah, there's so many cards still in the bag. And 333, and that just feels like that same divine protection and acknowledgement from the universe, from God, from source. It's like, you are everything. And then this card with the dots all over, this just feels like understanding that you're everything, you're connected to it all, and that there is no separation. And this also feels like stars in the sky. And it's like, you are every one of those stars that you see. You are an embodiment of it all. It's like, there is no separation. And the only separation you experience is the separation that you allow yourself to experience and hold space for. Because understand that you are it all. You are an embodiment of it all. There is no separation. Oneness is the truth. And you're so magical that you can create separation wherever you want. You can experience separation in any way you want. But understand that that's an illusion. And yeah, it's useful, you know, because it allows you to connect to other people and all that. And it allows you to, you know, experience these different things. Because I can only experience this as a tree through separation, you know, through the illusion of separation. Because, you know, we're the same. We're twins. Look at us. We're one thing. And it's like, we're the same. We're twins. Look at us. And it's like, but through the illusions of separation, I'm able to experience it all as different things. But at the end of the day, we're all light. We're all source. We're all God. We're all the universe. And so separation has its use. It's not entirely this bad thing like, oh, there is no separation. No, like, oneness is everything. But it's like the ability to experience it and sense it is also useful. And it also lends us to truly be grateful for oneness and truly be able to understand what oneness really is. So it really is this beautiful dance of zooming in and zooming out and zooming in and zooming out, and really holding space for all these truths and these embodiments and these experiences. So yeah, thank you, Oracle. I'm gonna put y'all away. Those were wonderful messages. And yeah, this session has been amazing, man. And I'm so grateful for everywhere we've been. But that being said, where are we headed, man? What does this new year have in store for us? I'm definitely ready to dive into the energies of what's in store, what's unfolding, where we're headed, and all that. And on the bottom, got 6 of Swords. And that feels very, 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 very resonant to the energy right now. And it's like, we're headed into everything. We're headed right into the sun. And it's like, the swords feel like he's taking his knowings, he or she, you know, whatever. They're taking their knowings, everything that serves them, everything that matches where they're headed. And they're moving. And it's like, there's no force necessary. Just like we were saying earlier. It's like, once you get clear on where you're going and you know where you are, now all you have to do is move and trust that you're going to get there. And everything you need to get there will present itself as you need it. And it's like, look, he doesn't have any oars. There's no motor on that boat. Yeah, this card definitely does keep coming up. Welcome to the party, gang. And yeah, and it's like, there's no force necessary. But look, he's headed directly into the sun, straight, a very straight line. The water's calm. All things are supporting him in that journey there. And he understands that he's going to get there. And so all he has to do is show up and continue to do his thing. And he understands that he's infinite in his connection to it all. And he's always being supported in his journey. So that feels like a very nice reminder. And the 6 at the top feels very significant. So that might be significant, might be your life path number, or wow. And as I say that, I split to the 6 of Cups. So yeah, that's definitely confirmation that 6 is very, very significant. So yeah, definitely connect to that if you're not already connected to it. Whatever that means to you, whatever came to mind when you heard it. Yeah, but this just feels like a very divine opportunity being presented. And it's like, yeah, you don't have to do anything. Like, she's not doing anything. It's all being done on her behalf. She just has to notice. She just has to notice, see these things, and hold space for them. And, you know, and when it's time for her to move and to integrate these things into her physical life, she will, you know. See how this exchange of the cactus cup is being happening above her, but you see that she has other cups of cacti around her. So that tells me that, you know, at a certain point, like I said, like these things happen at higher levels and higher dimensions. That's exactly what this feels like. Like once you get clear and you put out the order, you know, it's being served up. The universe is like, all right, here you go. Here's what you asked for. And in time, it will present itself in the physical. But there's nothing she has to do. Like, she's just chilling. She's getting clear. She's like, all right, I know I want this one. And then she understands that's happening. And when the time is right, she'll have it down here with her. She doesn't have to reach or grasp at it or chase it or anything. It's like you just have to get clear and understand. And once you understand that that's it, and you know it's already done, once it's done energetically and hold space for it, that's that detachment. Now the law of detachment gets to work. And at the very point that you're truly detached, it's able to come in. Once you're in resonance to it and you're detached from it, it has no choice but to actualize and come into the physical. So that just feels like a reminder. And that also feels like what we're headed into now, into this new year. I'm hearing a year of actualization, a year of things being made physical, and the things that and something just fell from the tree, and that feels like confirmation as well. And it's like, yeah, I'm hearing things that you've been asking for from since you were a kid, some things that you forgot about, but you find yourself in resonance to now. And it's like, it's time. And now that you're in that position, they're going to start to come right in. And then boom, right under that 6 of Cups is the Fool. And we had the Fool come out in our other tarot deck as far as where we've been. And now it's like where we're going. It's like that Fool's journey continues. We're back to that 0 space. And it's like I said, this feels like a whole new book, like not just a whole new chapter, but like we finished that book. And it's like, this is a whole new experience, a whole new journey, a whole new story completely. And it's like, yes, some of the characters may be the same, but there's going to be a lot of new characters. Some of the settings might be the same, but there's going to be a whole lot of new settings. And it's like, things may look the same as they've looked, but think about any book you've read or any movie you watch that's a sequel, you know. Sometimes it doesn't always just start off in the whole new location, you know. Sometimes it starts off exactly where you left the characters. It starts off in that very same setting with the same people, and things don't seem too different. But then, you know, the call comes in or the letter comes in or they discuss whatever, and the sun comes out as we start to say that. And I feel like it's been kind of shielded this whole reading, this whole session. But yeah, it starts off with the characters where you left them and kind of in a familiar environment. And then, you know, things unfold and it's like, okay, so this is where we're headed. And then they get the call, now they're going to this place, and then boom, the sequel takes place there. But it doesn't necessarily start there. So it feels like that's where you are right now. So if you look around, it's like, oh, well, it doesn't seem like I'm in a new book. Hey, you might just be at the beginning, you know, we're just in that familiar setting. And it's like your call and everything you're unfolding is happening right now. But you're definitely in a whole new book, I promise you. And it feels like the Fool to present itself in the beginning of us discussing where we're headed, it feels very important and very aligned. It's like, allow yourself to dance, allow yourself to be the Fool. And I'm being drawn to the mushrooms right here. And that feels like, enjoy the trip, you know. Life is the biggest trip. Life is your biggest creation as well. And it's like, enjoy the unfoldment. And I'm being drawn to the flower he's holding again, which feels like a rose. And it's like the rose continues to present itself. And yeah, that's beautiful, man. It's like, allow yourself to dance with life and trust that everything's unfolding as it needs to. And then, wow. And then I just split to the Two of Wands. And when I went to pull it to show you, the Six of Cups was under that again. And it's like, and this came out in the deck as well. And it's like, it's your world, man. It's like, we're headed, what's in store for this year is whatever the hell you want to be in store. It feels like getting clear on what you want to experience and all the things that you've already, because I'm also getting the call that you've been clear on where you wanted to go. You've been clear on what you want to unfold. And it's like, well, then that's what's in store. It's like, continue to hold space and continue to reconnect to it and understand that things will unfold in a way that leads you right to it, and understand that that's exactly where you are right now. So getting the Two of Wands again after we just saw it in the other deck, it just feels like, yeah, it's your world and this is it. Honestly, I just keep hearing, this is it, this is it, this is it. And that's beautiful. I'm very excited, and it feels like yeah, like I said, it feels like this is the year of actualization. This is the year where energy gets made physical, and all the energy you've been putting out and all the good karma you've been building up and all that you get to cash out on it. I'm getting the visuals of like an energetic bank, you know, and everything you've been putting away energy into this bank, and all the good deeds and all the good energy you've been putting out and all that has been, you know, building up, and it's been building interest and all that. And it's like, now I'm being drawn to like a trust fund or something, you know, where all this money is growing and accruing, and then, you know, on your 18th birthday you get access to it all, and it feels like this is your 18th birthday. And it's like, here you go, like, here's what's been building up for you, here's all the stuff that you thought wasn't going anywhere. And, you know, at times you may feel like why am I even being a good person when all these people are doing all these effed up things, and it feels like they're happy, their lives are amazing. And it's like, you just don't know, like, those scales were always going to rebalance themselves, and things were always going to unfold exactly as they needed to. You just need to continue to become who you need to be. You just need to continue shedding all those things that you aren't, and just really coming into resonance to all the things that you've been actualizing for yourself, you know? Especially in this world where it's like, from the minute you come out and you're born, it's like conditioning is being put on you, programming is being put on you. And it's like, you come into this world perfect, but it's like, this world is a place where there's a lot of illusions and a lot of things are being put on you. And it's like, once you become aware and awake and all that, the work begins to shed in, to get back to basics and to get back to that perfect form that you were. And that's what becoming is. It's not all of a sudden accessing all these things outside of you. It's shedding all the things you're not and returning to that perfect slate and that perfect embodiment of God and the universe that you came here as. And it's like, as you do that, and once you do that, now you're in perfect resonance to all these things that are yours and that have been yours. And that's why you've been wanting them, because they're what you came here to experience. It's what you were promised before you decided to come and incarnate this planet again, or however. And yeah, and it's like, you've been wanting all these things and you've been feeling the yearning for it and all that, because it's yours and it's been yours, and you're energetically, you're looking around for your stuff, like, where's my stuff, where's all the things that I agreed to experience when I came here, all the things that have been waiting for me, and all the things that are mine. You know, freedom is your birthright, abundance is your birthright, and you know that, and you've been able to sense that at an energetic level. And that's why you find yourself dissatisfied with a lot of these things and feeling disconnected from a lot of things. It's like, because the truth of you has yet to be experienced in the physical because of all these things, but you've been doing the work to connect to it. And on the bottom is the Five of Swords, and the pomegranate feels very significant, and it feels just like that very abundance I'm talking about, that very connection to spirit. And the fact that there's no figure on this card feels like that very same embodiment of shedding all the layers of you, and shedding all the layers and the illusions of who you are, who you've been told you are. And it's like, as you shed all those things, and once you really shed them all, You become indistinguishable from source, from the universe, from spirit. Because the truth of the matter is there is no separation. You are God, you are the universe, you are nature, you are all these things. So as you shed all those things away, the illusions of who you've known yourself to be is gone too. And even the person you see in the mirror, like all that is gone. It's like all that is left is oneness and being and existence and the I am. And that's what this card feels like. And that was a 5, and as I split, I'm split to another 5, which is exactly what happened with the 6. And this is the 5 of Pentacles. And this just feels like at the very moment when it feels like all is lost, there's a person sitting there with crutches. I don't know if you can see them or if it'll focus enough, but there's a person with crutches, and then next to them is a person like on the floor, like on their knees with their head down, looking very, very defeated. But the person on the crutches is looking at the pentacles on the wall. And then behind them is the flying fish coming in. And this reminds me of the 9 of Pentacles card. And I get the feeling that that'll present itself at some point, which has a person sitting there next to the water, and then the flying fish is presenting themselves, and it feels like they just jumped out the water and they're seeing it. And that always feels like that detachment I was talking about, the very moment where you stop searching, you stop experiencing that separation, and you stop holding space for that separation, is at that very moment when you're in resonance to your flying fish, which just feels like all the things that you've known was available to you that felt like a myth at some point, because it's easy. There's moments, even no matter how connected to it all you are, no matter how much you know yourself and know that you're an embodiment of the universe, there's moments where, where doubt might creep in, or you might be like, am I crazy? Am I making it up? Like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not. Maybe things aren't as magical as I know them to be. Maybe, I'm misguided, or maybe that's another illusion, or all that stuff. It's like so the flying fish feels like the embodiment of all those things, the actualization of all the things that you've known to be true. And it feels like at the very point where you detach from it, you stop trying so hard to see it or stop trying so hard to make it happen. It's like you truly become detached. It's like, boom, it presents itself. And that's just what this feels like right now. And it feels like, he's on his knees, head down, he's giving up. It's like he's finally detached. It's like whatever. And then the dude on the crutches isn't looking out the window anymore. He's just looking at the pentacles. He's just taking scope of what he has right now, instead of wanting, more pentacles and wanting the 10 of pentacles or wanting 7 pentacles or wanting, all the pentacles. It's like he's just kind of like, these 5, he's just looking at the 5 that are there. And it's like in that very moment, the flying fish comes through that window and they have no idea. And it's like, it feels like this moment right now. It's like we're over here looking over here, but we have no idea that behind us, it's like everything we ever wanted is here as well. And it feels like that very point right before we notice. And it's like, it's here. It's not coming. It's not separate. It's not one day. It's today. It's right now. And that's such a beautiful realization. And bro, right under that, as I go to kind of just show y'all again, is the Fool. And that's exactly what just happened with the 6 of Cups card. Remember, it showed us, I split from, it was the 6 on the bottom, and then we split to the 6, and then, we split to, what was it? I can't remember. Oh, we split to the 2 of Wands, and when I went to show you the 2 of Wands, the 6 was under it, the 6 of Cups. And then, just the same thing as we went from a 5 to another 5, and then when I went to go show you, we split back to the card we were just at, which is the Fool. And it's like, that very moment of detachment, and under that, we got the 6 of Swords again. Man, this stuff never gets old, and wow. And I was going to show you the 7 of Wands, which was under that. And this just feels like that same thing I was just saying about, like, standing, more so just standing your ground and trusting your knowings, even when your own doubt creeps in, especially when other people's doubt and people try to make you doubt yourself. Just holding your ground and understanding that it doesn't matter how much noise and how much outside is coming out. As long as you have yourself and you know yourself, it doesn't matter how much noise comes or how many people are saying you're wrong or whatever. It's like, stand your ground and understand that you're supported in that always. And under that is the World. And that the World came out in our other deck as well. It's like, this is it, y'all. This is where all these things meet. The future and the past all come together in the right now. And I was just talking about the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles right there under the World. And it's like, it's all here. Like, it's literally all here for us right now. And it's so beautiful, man. Wow, oh my God. And under that, the Chariot, which also came out in the other deck. And it's like, this is it, bro. This is where all these things meet. There is no separation. As I came here to get a reading on where we're going, it's like we're still being presented with the same cards that were presented from where we've been. And it's like, there is no separation. It's all here right now. And oh my goodness. Under that is the Ten of Cups, which also came out. And it's like, it's all here for us, yo. Man. And under that is Ace of Wands, which also came out, which was one of the first cards that presented itself with the other tarot deck. And under that is Ace of Pentacles, which also came out with the other deck. And I can't make this up, y'all. And then under that is Ace of Swords. And those three have been kicking it together in this deck for a minute. And wow. And these cards just flew up and the Star presented itself. And this energy is crazy right now, y'all. So yeah, we got 3 aces and 2 aces presenting themselves in the other deck. The Star is here as well. And so it just feels like a culmination, man. And it's like, it's all here, bro. It's all here. This is where it all meets. It's like, there is no separation, y'all. There's such a divine opportunity here to realize that you are the center point, and that you are where all these things meet, and that there is no one day, there is no, what's in store for us is everything. That's the answer. What's in store for us is everything. Everything we've been working for, everything we've been wanting, everything we've been doing this all for. Whatever comes to mind as I say that's what's in store. And right now you're exactly in that center point of where all those things meet, where you've been, where you're going, and then you in the present moment, which is all that's real anyway, right now. It's like, the more you can connect to it all right now, the more you'll experience it all right now. And that's the message, honestly. And it just feels like truly a culmination, also a celebration at the same time. It's like, oh man, there's no words for it. Like, I'm trying to grasp it, this limited ass language, to communicate the magic that I feel right now, and the energy that I feel right now, and the energy that you're seeing, that you've already seen play out as I'm showing you, as it's unfolding. And it's like, that's the message. Like, the words I'm trying to use can't explain it any better than the unfoldment that we've just experienced, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold a little space, man, and just sit here for a second. Man, yeah, man, we're right at the center. This is it. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, damn, okay. Queen of Pentacles, and then the Hangman in reverse, and then the Seven of Swords just flew out and went flying at that. All right, I'm gonna read these, and then I'm gonna put these away, and then go into closing out. But yeah, man, this is energy is way beyond words, y'all. I hope y'all just feel it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, Queen of Pentacles. And this just feels like that same thing as far as I was saying, there's no separation. Like, you can see the grapes are as a part of her, and as present as she is, you know. It seems like they're growing from her, they're extending from her. It's like, And the pinnacle and the grapes feel like an embodiment of abundance, of material abundance, but also sustenance, like physical, but also not just physical, like just money, but also things that nourish you. And it feels like at the very point you understand that there's no separation is the point where you get to enjoy the fruit of that truth. Because that starts as a seed. Understanding that starts as a seed. You hear that for the first time, like, oh, oneness, or oh, there's no separation, or oh, like, it's all you. You hear those things, but at the very beginning, when you first hear that, it's kind of like, okay, like, it's just knowledge, but it doesn't become wisdom until you hold space for it and you continue to experience it, and it continues to play out, and you continue to see the magic of that and the truth of that happen a lot, or in different ways, honestly. And it feels like that's what this embodies. Like, it embodies that change from knowledge to wisdom and then understanding. And it feels like at the very point it becomes wisdom and you experience it and you understand it, now it becomes, you get to experience that reality, and you get to be an embodiment of the fruit of the tree that was born of that seed, Because it feels like the seed is the knowledge, and then the tree is the wisdom, but then the understanding is what bears the fruit. And then you get to enjoy the fruit, and it gets to play out in your experience, and you get to really play in it and live in the magic of that. But it starts as the seed, and this feels like the point where you've gotten the understanding, and now you get to enjoy the fruit. And there's kids all around playing on bikes, and there's basketballs and people walking, and I think it's spring break right now, and it just feels like that's the energy. It's like, now is the time to play, now is the fun part. You've been in school and you've been learning and you've been unlearning and all of that. It's like, now it's like, hey, now this is the fun part, It's like, all that, it was time to learn when it was time to learn. It was time to do all these things, but it's like, now, don't rush into, the next mission and the next hard labor and more productivity. It's like, enjoy these fruits of your labor. Enjoy this break that you've earned. And even if you didn't earn it, you deserve to enjoy it, but you did earn it. So now you deserve to enjoy it even just that much more. And it's like, allow yourself to play, allow yourself to be light right now. And understand that, yeah, this fruit, and know that the fruit that you're experiencing didn't come from outside of you. It's come from the seed and the tree that came from within you. And it's very much a part of you and where you've been and all the things you've done. So as grateful as you are to God and Source and the universe, and however these opportunities come in, they may come in as somebody giving you opportunity. You're going to be so grateful. Oh my God, thank you so much for the opportunity. But understand that unfoldment is a product of you, because you became resonant to the opportunity, and the universe used this person and this thing to connect you to the opportunity. But it was born of you and the work of you and in your energy. And remember, you put the energetic order out, and then it comes in through the physical. But understand that it all started with you as well. So as you're expressing gratitude and giving it to this person and that person and this thing and that thing, make sure you're giving yourself just as much thank you and just as much gratitude, because it all starts and ends with you. That last decision is always yours, because all the guidance comes in and all the insight comes in. But at the end of the day, the decision to move in this direction or that direction is yours. And deciding what's you and what matches and what gets to exist in your reality is yours. The good and the bad, because it's all neutral until you assign meaning to it. So the fact that you were able to take all these things and cultivate a reality that feels magical and that feels aligned, that feels of the highest embodiment, you deserve all the kudos in the world. So understand that you are the Queen of Pentacles, and that you are at the center point of everything that's unfolding. And now that I think about it, Queen of Pentacles came out on the other deck too. I didn't recognize it as such because it looks very different, but yeah, this was another card that we've already seen. So that's more a confirmation right there. Like, there's no separation from where you've been and where you're going. It all is a divine unfoldment together. But yeah, and also we got the Hangman in reverse, and this is 12. So this also feels like a culmination, because 12 is a master number, and it's perfect. It's a perfect number as well. So yeah, the fact that it's in reverse feels like you've been in a place of stillness and surrender, And now is the time where you get to see where all that led, you know? You get to see the unfold and experience the unfoldment of that surrender, of you allowing things to play out. And now it's like, here you go. Now you get to see what it was all for. And that feels like exactly what this year has in store for us and exactly what's unfolding. And it just feels so exciting and so bright and beautiful and lovely. And I'm so excited for us, honestly. It's like, yeah, you're definitely being rewarded for your surrender and your ability to hold space for the magic and for the universe and hold space for yourself and being gentle with yourself as all these things played out. And it's like now you get to experience and enjoy the fruits from that very seed that grew into a tree that you continue to trust would have fruit at some point, you know? Because like, yeah, it started as a seed, and at that point you had to trust that. And even if you didn't know, you just had to hold space enough for it to grow and grow and grow. And then you got to see it be a tree. And you're like, oh, okay, okay. And then you got the wisdom. And at that point, you had to continue to hold space. Like, yeah, it's a tree now, but, you know, everything you want for yourself may not have come in. You know, now you have all these knowings, but your reality may still look the same. You may still have all these things, or you still may have not actualized everything you wanted for yourself, but you had to continue to hold this space and hold room and continue to surrender as the fruit began to grow now on the tree, and have faith that at some point, boom, fruit will drop and I'll be able to enjoy it. And it's like, now it's like, here you go. Now it's time for the fruit. And it feels like, yeah, this is the year of actualization, and the fruit will continue to grow and present itself. And as you're enjoying it now there's no lag time, because now as you're enjoying the fruit, now you're just busy enjoying the fruit, but there's no stopping, you know, there's more fruit growing. And as you're enjoying the fruit, more fruit will drop. And you'll be like, oh wow, like I'm still eating this one, but I'll get to that one in a second. And then before you can even get to that one, another one's dropping, you know. And it's like, as you can continue to stay connected to the energy and continue to hold space for it, it's never ending, you know. Like there's more where that came from. So it also feels like a reminder, like, as these fruit present themselves, don't begin to worship the fruit now, or don't allow yourself to fall into lack. And now you're like, oh man, I got to hold on to this because who knows if there will be more, you know, like let me make this last forever. And it's like, no, enjoy it. And understand that in that embodiment, in that energy in which you enjoy it, that you're in perfect resonance for more, you know, because there's more where that came from. And as long as you're attuned to that frequency, it will have no choice but to keep attracting in, because it's never ending. So as you're enjoying that fruit, enjoy it, and enjoy it in abundance, understanding that you are abundance. Don't fall into lack trying to keep it, because that will be the very thing that disconnects you from it and will cause you to lose it, you know? So yeah, enjoy it, share it with others, and all of that. Do all the things and understanding that there's more where that came from, and there will continue to be more where that came from. So that's the best thing you can do, and understand that, yeah, that's how you got it, through surrender. So don't allow it to come in and your proof to come in, and then now you're going into the direction of force and all that, because now you're going to be disconnected from the very abundance that you've been connected to and that you're enjoying the fruit of. So remember to zoom out as much as you can, and remember that flow and surrender is what brought these things. So that's going to be what keeps them. So yeah. Remember to return back to your hangman position. You know, it's in reverse right now, but as these things come in, hey, turn it right back over and go back as you were. Continue to suspend and hang yourself there, and know that there's more where all that came from, and it will continue to be more. And then yeah, Seven of Swords is the last one. And yeah, this just feels like, yeah, it feels like that same warning. Don't allow the very things that are your freedom to become your new cuffs and your new shackles, you know? Because it's very easy to now, as these things, like I said, if you're used to not having, let's say, money, for example, and all of a sudden in this overnight something big hits, and now this as an example, you hit the lottery, and now you have your winnings, it's very easy to, and it's funny that I say cuffs and shackles, and now as I say that, a sheriff's car just came in, just turned in. And it's like, yeah, don't allow those things to become your new cuffs and shackles. I'm trying to think of the word. There's a word escaping me right now. But yeah, don't allow those things to bind you. and now become the new things that are holding you back and keeping you separate. Because it's very easy if you hit the lottery to now you have this money and now it's like, oh man, all right, now I gotta be super cautious of it, and now I gotta hoard it, and now I gotta, because now you're in lack at that point. And it's like you don't want to you didn't do all those things to attract all of these physical abundance and wealth and all that, to then go back into lack and to now be afraid, and now to be living like you don't have the abundance, and now be living at the mercy of it. And it's like, what was the point at that point? But that also doesn't mean just go frivolously spend it, because it's energy. And that's not good energetic hygiene, to just be throwing your energy here and throwing it there with no regard for it. So it's like, as it comes in, treat yourself, celebrate a little bit, do some of the things, take a vacation if you can, buy yourself something nice, celebrate. And then from there, as you were, continue as you were. Use this abundance to fund your dreams, to fund your projects, to pour into those people who pour into you, to do those things, and don't be shy in doing so. And understand that as long as you're being intentional and pouring the energy in a balanced way, understand that there's more where that came from. Like, as long as you're not just pouring into a bunch of things that don't pour into you, or you're just not mindlessly just spending it and throwing it here and there, understand that it's going to come back. And it's going to come back amplified. So as you were, pour it into your projects, pour it into your things, pour it into yourself, pour it into others who pour into you, and create experiences for yourself, and really be God embodied, create miracles for others. Like, one thing I always think about and I like to do is when I have like money, like sometimes I'll go leave a couple dollars somewhere for somebody to find, and because what does that feel like? If you've ever found money, that feels like such a divine unfoldment. It feels like in a miracle, like, oh my God, like, wow, like I was at the right place at the right time, and I found this couple dollars, I found this $5 bill or whatever, and it really feels like, a miracle. And it's like, what's stopping you from creating that experience for others, And it's like, that's something that I decided that I wanted to be a part of a while ago, years ago. Like, I've surrendered to my role as divine, a vessel and an embodiment of divine grace, of truly being God and being a miracle and all that, and being able to create that for other people. Because I can leave that there, and in that moment when somebody finds it, like, oh my God, they feel like they're on the end of a miracle and God, and it's like, what is the separation? Like, that is God, because God works through me and God works through you and the universe works through you and all that. And it's like, at the very point you don't allow there to be separation, at the very point you embrace your oneness and the fact that you are an embodiment of it all, you are it. You are God. You are the universe. You are all that. And there's nothing stopping you from, moving and grounding that in. So it's like, that's something that I love to do, and when I can, I try to be that, and not try, I am it. So yeah, like I said, if you can, create miracles for others, because you are God, you are the universe embodied, and that's exactly what that feels like, being on the other end of it. And in that, you're bringing people back to source, you're bringing others back to themselves, because they are all those things, and there is no separation. So yeah, as these things come in, don't fall into lack or don't allow them to become burdens. Don't allow the very things you were asking for to become burdensome or to push you into lack vibrations, when they're literally the opposite of that. But they can. And it's like, the only difference is your perspective, And it's like, everything is neutral until you give it, you assign meaning to it. So it's like, those very things that are your freedom can definitely become your imprisonment if you allow them to. So understand that you have the power at every turn. So allow yourself to remain free, and know that freedom is your birthright, and freedom is always accessible to you as long as you can connect to it. So yeah, allow these things to be light, because they can be, they can be Damn, I don't know what happened. Give it a second, see if y'all get back in here. Yeah, are you guys back? Are we good? Audio okay? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like, right after I read your message about, oh no, did it cut out? Like, it stopped. But yeah, we're still here. We're still kicking. But yeah, I was definitely feeling called to go to the next thing, so I'll take that as confirmation. But to close things out, I'm just gonna pull an integration card from the shadow work deck. And yeah, and I'll allow that to be what we need to keep in mind or what we need to think about as we move forward into this new year. But yeah, I'm excited because next time I see y'all, facts. The next time I see y'all, it'll be spring. So it'll officially be spring. So I'm excited to see how the rest of this week goes and what continues to unfold as the momentum continues to build. But I'm gonna pull one of these, see what we need to think about, and then I'm gonna let y'all go and we can begin our integration process. Man, if you haven't already, definitely spend some time of the last year thinking about the last year, where you've been, where you're going, and all that. Just get clear, man. That's gonna be your biggest tool right now, is your clarity on where you are right now and where you're going. Like, if you take nothing else away from this whole thing, get clear on where you are right now, which will take you getting clear on where you've been and how you got here, and also where you're going. And once you get clear on that, reconnect to yourself in the present. And yeah, continue to just live and continue to choose timelines and choose what feels like you at every opportunity to choose. Because that's how you align to your highest timeline, is connect to yourself. And your highest timeline will always feel like you, and the you is you thing possible. So I don't care if it's just what you decide to eat, what you decide to watch on Netflix, who you decide to text, what app you decide to open. Choose it all from a lens of what feels like me, what really, really feels like me, big and small. And trust that as you continue to do that, you're aligning more and more and more to your highest timeline, because your highest timeline is really just you at your truest self. Like, not the you that you feel like you have to be, not the you that you feel like you're supposed to be. And wow, as I say that, a bright green Mustang just turned in and just turned right back out. And it looks mean and sexy. And I'm not even a car guy, but that was a sexy car. And it was green as fuck, super green. And that feels like exactly us, the green light, man. It's all moving forward. And it's all here for us. But without further ado, I'm gonna pull one of these integration cards. Oh, this one right here doesn't want to go back in. Well, two of them. Damn, none of these want to go back in. Okay. The first one says, what are needs you have that have been neglected? How can you establish your needs and standards more strongly in life? So, oh, this feels like it's been turned a little bit. Got my thighs all out. But yeah. So if you want to, if this is something you want to contemplate, if this is something you want to contemplate or even journal about, go ahead and take a little screenshot. And then once we close out, you can kind of go take your time with it. Give you an extra little second. But yeah, what are needs you have that have been neglected? How can you establish your needs and standards more strongly in life? And then the other one is, what are your knee-jerk reactions to criticism or failure? How can you improve your reactions? And those feel like very important things to think about and consider moving forward. What are your knee-jerk reactions to criticism or failure? How can you improve your reactions? And I'll answer this one. For me, well, I feel like criticism and failure are very different. But criticism, I feel like my knee-jerk reaction is always like like, I don't know, I feel extra perceived. I feel like naked and like vulnerable, like damn, you like you're seeing me, you know. But also, it also feels like, well, yeah, it also feels like a need to like kind of explain or like defend myself or like kind of like paint a picture to kind of help them see it clearly, as if that'll fix the criticism or something. Like as if maybe they just don't understand it, which may be the case sometimes. But I also don't, at a conscious level, I don't feel the need to explain anything. Like, you know, their criticism says more about them than me, you know. Especially if it's something that doesn't feel warranted or doesn't feel accurate to me, then I can let it just run off my back. I don't have to engage with it and now getting all tangled in the energy, especially if it doesn't feel correct. So those are my knee-jerk reactions. And to failure, my knee-jerk reaction is typically like, I don't know, I feel like I kind of internalize it a little bit. It's kind of like a damn, like, and I instantly think about how it could have been better, or how I could have did this, or how I would do this if I could go back, whatever. But then the second reaction to that, hello, the second reaction to that is typically a release of that, and also understanding that things unfolded exactly as they should have, and that if I feel like there's something that could have been different, then that's beautiful. That means that then the very next thing will be a success on the back of this failure, you know, because now it met with this same thing. I just that quickly, I know what I would do differently. I know how I would show up and all that. And it's like, so that was a success. So I feel like it would only truly be a failure if I felt like it was a failure, but I also didn't get clear on what I would do differently. Like I just kind of harped on it but didn't, you know, change it or reframe it or get clear on like, okay, what could I do differently next time? Because if once I get clear on that, like it was a success, I learned, it was a lesson. And now the next time this thing presents itself, I can show up differently and it will be just that more aligned and more me. If I really feel like this was so wrong, but in that it was perfect because I needed that, because without that I wouldn't be able to get the clarity to show up differently later. So those are my knee-jerk reactions. And how can I improve those reactions? I feel like I kind of touched on that, which is to kind of reframe them after. Like a reaction is a reaction, but being able to see it and notice it and being able to reframe and to put it in a place that works for me is what's truly important, and not to get too entangled with the reaction. Understand that a reaction is only a reaction. And yeah, there's just to hold space for the reality of these things. So yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And yeah, so if you need it again, if you didn't get to take a screenshot, here you go. Go ahead and take a screenshot if you want to journal with it, or just kind of sit with it, hold space with it, or meditate on it, whatever. But yeah, that's it for me, y'all. I just considered pulling an oracle card, but no, this feels very conclusive, so I'm gonna let it. But yeah, man, I'm feeling very called to tell you that it's you, man. It's all you. It's all you. And everything from here is all you too. So definitely just continue to hold space for yourself, man. And the little butterfly on the back of the deck feels like, you know, we're coming out of that cocoon. And it feels like that same thing as far as like that unfoldment as, like I said, the seed to the tree to then the fruit coming down that we can experience. It feels like that same thing, like, but the caterpillar to the cocoon to then that moment when you come out the cocoon and now you're a butterfly and you're taking your first little loop-de-loop around with your wings and you're experiencing flight and all that for the first time. And it's like a whole different experience versus where you come from. And it feels like that's where we are right now, man. And y'all are saying thank you and all that, but thank y'all. Like, it's all of us. We all play our part. Thank you, tree baby, holding it down. Like, man, I'm just so thankful to it all. To the sun for presenting itself at moment. And look, right as I say that, it came through the clouds again. It's like, it's just it all plays its part. The wind plays its part. The cars that come in when they come in play their part. The people walking by, oh, the mic all upside down. The people walking by when they walk by play their part. Like, it just all comes together and to this moment and to the energy and all that to paint the pictures that we need to paint and to see and all that. It's like, there's no separation. So it's like, as thankful as you guys are, thank you all. And yeah, we're all just one. We're all one as fuck, like super one. And yeah, I'm just grateful for you all just as much. And you're welcome and thank you. So I love y'all so much. And this was amazing. This was a great ass Monday Magic. Very multi-dimensional, very all-encompassing. And thank you, Dream. Thank you so much. And thank you. And man, this community is continuing to grow, and it's nice to see the familiar faces and then seeing new faces that become familiar faces. And man, I'm just so grateful. It's like I'm experiencing the fruit of the tree of a seed that I didn't expect to be all this, honestly. It's like, yeah, the living proof. This is the living proof. I am the living proof. You all are the living proof. And like I said, Monday Magic owes me nothing at this point. It's already paid itself off. It's already proved so much to me. Yeah. So all this is just bonus, and it's like extra bonus all the time. It's just like, how could I doubt anything, you know? How could I get into second guessing anything? It's like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, every week you go out there and you get to experience it all over again. It all feels new all over again. It's like, there's just so much proof. And yeah, just thank y'all for being a part of that. And I'm so grateful. And I know this is only the tip of the iceberg. We haven't seen anything yet, you know? Like I said, this has just been the first book in the big trilogy of our lives, you know? I don't care how old you are or none of that. Like that was only the first book. Even if you're 80 years old, like that was just the first book, and there's still books waiting for you. So yeah, I'm excited, and I could do this all day. Like, I love y'all so much, and I love this and my job and all of this so much. So yeah, if I don't get out of here, I never will. So I love y'all. I've been Mark. This is Monday Magic. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, man. So thank y'all. Do all the things. Share with somebody. Depending on where you're finding this, like, subscribe, comment, share your favorite part with somebody, watch your favorite part with somebody. You know, ground and be that miracle, you know, create miracles for others as well. Don't be stingy with the energy. Don't just hoard it. And don't be afraid someone's going to think you're crazy for showing them some dude sitting in front of a tree talking about their God and all that. Hey, if they do, that's okay. But you did your part and you showed up and you shared and you were God embodied. And what they do with that energy and where it goes from there is up to them. But hey, all you have to do is show up and you did your part. So yeah, definitely if you're not on Patreon already, please head over there. At the very least, allow it to be a thank you from me to you, because it's definitely still set up to where you can sign up for our subscription tier, which the one subscription tier which is there right now, which is the Rock tier, which gives you full access to all the premium exclusive content and offerings that I present there from Monday to Monday, you know, between these sessions. And yeah, definitely head over there. And yeah, still set up, you get a free week and you can experience everything that's there already. And everything that'll be put there from now till next week. And yeah, at the very least, you get to experience it all for free. And if you don't continue with the subscription, that's completely okay. Don't feel pressure to now have to be a paid member or anything like that. It'll downgrade to the free membership and you can stay in there. And sometimes I still put free exclusives on there too. So no matter what you do, just be over there and take it as a thank you. Because those are truly offerings from me. And if you resonate with this, you'll definitely resonate with the Patreon. There's meditate with me videos, there's journal with me prompts and videos, and anything I come across, just videos on YouTube or anything that I come across that feels resonant, I share. There's oracle cards. If you resonate with my oracle cards, there's a video on there that helps you create your own. I'm trying to think what else is there. There's just all type of stuff. Just if you resonate with this, you'll resonate with the Patreon. So definitely head over there, patreon.com/5D, just too easy. And yeah, just see all the great stuff that's there. And I humbly thank you. And there's not enough offerings that I can give to really express all the gratitude that I feel for you. So at least allow me to try. So I love you all so much. And remember, it's your world, and you sit right at the center of your universe, man. And you have the ability to connect to spirit, to connect to earth, all that, and to be such an embodiment of it all, and to benefit from being an embodiment of it all. Because whether you know it or not, whether you embrace it or not, whether you hold space for it or not, it's the truth. So you can use that truth to create your life the way you want to and to benefit from all the magic, or you can use that truth to create illusions for yourself and to feel separate from it all. But understand that you're experiencing your power regardless. So why not use your power to, make your life something worth living and something that you love and something that feels like you, because you have that choice. And either way, you're using your power to do something. So why not use it consciously, you know? So I love you all so much. And if you made it here, I know you're a very, very special person, and that you're very powerful, and that everything that's unfolding for you right now is everything you know it to be, and that there is no separation between you and everywhere you're headed. So yeah, hold space for that truth and allow it to unfold, no matter what the outside noise is, no matter what you've been allowed to believe. Understand that you know what's up, and you've always known what's up, and now you get to experience the fruit of that. So yeah, just keep holding space for it all and allow these things to play out as they do. But have a great rest of your Monday. And if it's night where you're at and you're headed to sleep soon, I hope I set the tone for a good night's rest, and that your dreams and your trips in the astral are an embodiment of all this magic. And if it's still day and the sun is still out where you are, definitely head on out and continue to integrate all this energy, and to allow the rest of your day to embody it. And if it hasn't been already, allow this to be your best day ever, and allow it to start from here, because at any given turn you can connect to that truth and hold space for it. And as things present themselves, you can choose the things that you can remember. Okay, wait, I'm having my best day ever. Which option feels like my best day ever? Or I'm gonna go that way. And as things show up that typically would piss you off, you can pause, recognize, be like, oh, I'm having my best day ever. I'm gonna allow that to be a divine unfoldment for whatever it is. You know, if you're going to get off the highway and the exit you need is blocked off, and now you have to go hella far and then turn and do all that, be like, oh, this is divine protection. This is my best day ever. If I would have got off here, something would have happened that would have ruined my day or something. And it's like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and take this reroute as divine unfoldment. And yeah, it's a part of my best day ever, you know, and you can continue to choose that and allow that to be your perspective, and understand that that will be the truth. Nothing is going to force itself to be negative on you, you know. Like nothing's going to be like, wait, what, you're taking that as a good thing? No, it needs to be bad. Like it's not going to happen like that. So at the point you're going to acknowledge it and treat it as the best thing ever, that's it, period. That's what it will be. So understand that you are the center of your universe. You always have a choice. It's your world. So, and your power and your magic is all seen in your ability to choose at every given turn. Like I always say, I can give you the same hand I give somebody else. And to you, if you choose to, it could be the worst hand ever. But at the point I give it to this other person, they could be like, wow, this is the most amazing hand ever. And they play it so well, and boom, they win the game. And it's like, wait, I had those exact cards. And you know, and it's like, hey, you had the choice. So I say all that to say it's your world. You always have a choice, and that's where your magic is. Like you can make all these shifts and manifest all you want, and you know, astral project your body and walk through, and you know, have all these mystical experiences. But at the end of the day, your magic is seen in the choices you make. Your ability to create your life can be seen in the choices you get to make at every given moment. So choose the things that match, and choose the things that feel like your best day ever and your best life ever, because that's always at your it's always accessible to you. So I love y'all, and I'm out for real this time. It's your boy Mark. This has been Monday Magic, and it's been an honor to be able to navigate and send this energy with you all. And until next time, and when I see y'all again here, it'll be spring, and it'll be the new year for sure. And I can't wait to hear the start that you guys are off to. So I love you all, and don't ever hesitate to share with me. Follow me on Instagram at 5D Just Too Easy, the same as the Patreon. And yeah, share with me. I don't expect this to be a one-way street where I'm just speaking and all this stuff. I'm definitely always wanting to hear how you guys are doing, and how the energy is actually manifesting in your lives, and how it's actually showing up and all that. I'm definitely invested in you all, and you all are truly family. And yeah, y'all are my people, so I'm definitely invested in y'all. And if you resonate with me, hey, let's be friends, you know. Connect with me, and let's keep building, because, you know, it takes community, and community gets us to everywhere we're going, especially in the age of Aquarius. But here we go. Here I go on a whole nother direction. Tree Baby keeps that energy coming, man. I swear that channel just stays flowing. But yeah, Mark out, y'all. Hey, that was a good heart. I like that one. Hey, all right. I'm out of here. Salute. Y'all be easy. I love y'all so much. Kisses, hugs, and a nice rock back and forth. You're absolutely special, and I'm so proud of you. And if you haven't heard it today, know that is the truth. And definitely make sure you tell yourself that. And another green card. I feel like I haven't seen green cards like that, but hey, signs of the time, y'all. I love y'all so much. Oh, I just realized you shared it. Thank you so much, Haley. Hey, shout out to Haley, the best moderator ever. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Be easy. Peace. Let's see. See if the stop button works today. Hey.